Hello. I am SendAoeilaeiepae, and I like to hop into top tier matches in War Thunder and personally kill the entire enemy team by myself. And oh boy, do I have a big announcement to make in the funniest way humanly possible. Seriously, I was like, how am I gonna announce this in a fun way? And then some angry Squadron players came out of the blue and magically solved that problem for me. Now, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I often get into fights with, you know, entire top tier arcade squadrons, right? I queue in solo, they queue with a bunch of players, coordinating in voice comms. I kill them all and post it on YouTube, set to cheesy game show music. They come up with deranged revenge plots, shenanigans ensue. This is not one of those videos. There aren't any convoluted revenge plots or storylines to explain here. This squadron tried to get me and then they just failed because they had the most implausibly, mind-blowingly unlucky timing I've ever seen anyone have with anything. So the squadron is 001. That's not their real name, at least not quite, but they really like the attention, so I'm not using their real name. Anyways, their side hobby when they're not enjoying the insanity that is top tier arcade is they like to raid other people's Discord servers so they can start shit for the lulz. Charming people. And on Tuesday afternoon, 001 realized I was in a Discord server they were raiding. I didn't own the server or anything, I just happened to be in it. So they decided I was going to be their new target. The blow-by-blow is pretty funny, but I'm not giving you a blow-by-blow of frickin' Discord trolls. That's cheap content and I have standards. The only reason I'm showing this to you is because something completely mind-blowing happened, so let's just cut straight to the completely mind-blowing part. Before I show it to you, I need to make something very clear. 001 came up with this oddly specific insult entirely on their own. I did not bait them into saying this. Anyways, after this weird little squadron tried and failed a few of their approaches to troll me, 001 got frustrated and simply decided to mock me. And they said, and I'm gonna paraphrase this a bit, har 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 har, I'm SendAoeilaeiepae, I suck and my fans suck and now my channel is dying because Gaijin's content creator managers won't let me be a partner because all I do is mock other War Thunder players. I am SendAoeilaeiepae. Unquote. Now, the problem with this incredibly specific insult is that I had been talking to those CC managers that very morning, and they essentially said, good news, we just got official confirmation to make you a partner. I can't show you the actual messages, but I guess the email title is fine. The only snag was that partners get paid a commission on sales made through their store links, right? So that means Gaijin had to set up some admin details, and I technically wasn't allowed to tell anyone about the partnership until Gaijin had finished processing the admin details, because that's when I would get the official email. Yes, that's right. On their own initiative, this squadron managed to show up out of nowhere, completely uninvited, to single me out for mockery for not being a War Thunder partner during the narrow time window, you know, a couple hours between when Gaijin made me a partner and when I could announce it. Like, Gaijin was processing the paperwork as they were yapping away, and they're the only people who said something like that to me, and that's also the only time they ever said it. What are the odds? Like, I've seen people shoot themselves in the foot before, sure, but I've never seen someone forge the gun, craft the bullets, and then shoot themselves in the foot. It's just impressive. So anyways, I decided to take the high road and warn the 001 player. I told him I can't go into details, but I predict that statement is going to age very poorly, very quickly. And he basically said that he was going to call my bluff and double down. So I warned him again, no, trust me, I'm not bluffing and you're going to regret this. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you that you're going to regret this very quickly. And then he basically says, what a lame excuse. I'm going to double down again, idiot. Well, haters are going to hate, I guess.
Oh, you lucky?
Yeah.
No kidding.
So what is the kid? Waiting for a job or something?
You are the job.
Now, to be fair to 001 here, there's nothing wrong with their insults themselves. These are perfectly good, reasonably decent insults. As far as insults go, I've seen better, I've seen worse. But it's just that if you're trying to troll people, sometimes timing can be everything, you know? So anyways, after I had that discussion with the 001 player, I took a break from, you know, the conversation. And then I came back later that very same afternoon to say, hey, Gaijin just made me a RevShare partner, like, literally just now. How would you like to be the first person to buy something with my store link? Now, you see that? That's how you do timing. Unfortunately, it appears as though that 001 player declined the opportunity to make the very first qualifying purchase. I would love to show you what that 001 player said in response, but he didn't say anything. He just abruptly quit the Discord server. Most of the other 001 guys who were trolling the server did the same thing. They just left. It's weird. They were talking a lot of trash and then it just ended.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right, okay. Hold up, man. Yo. Come on! Where's everybody going? Thought we were gonna hang out.
So anyways, yeah, Gaijin made me a partner. This means you can now buy stuff with my store link and you'll get a discount and I'll get a commission. But you won't get my decal because I don't have one yet. That takes a few weeks at least. So make sure you read this here disclaimer I sent that poor guy. Huh, you know what? Maybe that's why he didn't use my store link. You know, it's possible he may have just wanted to wait for the decal, but I mean, he could have just bought two things, you know, one now and then one later when I get my decal, problem solved. Now, he may have forgotten to copy down my custom store link while he was, you know, fleeing. But, you know, that's not a problem. That wouldn't be a problem because my custom store link is in the description of this very video and it's good for 3% off your purchase. Now, I'm pretty sure I know what I want my decal to be, but I'm also sure that my fans have some good ideas as well. So there's an email address in the video description if you want to send me ideas. And just to be clear, I have to unambiguously own the full rights to any design or Gaijin won't let me use as a decal. So if you submit something to the suggestion box, just please be aware that you're giving me all the rights to it. I'm gonna take your decal idea for free and no one's gonna pay you for it. In fact, if it gets put in the game, you'll actually have to pay money to get the decal that you designed. Also, I'll have to hire professional artists to make the final version of the decal anyways, so if you want to send me a drawing or a sketch of your idea, please make it a crude doodle. I know if I have a submission for ideas, I'll have fans who will spend like 100 hours crafting some masterpiece, thinking it will impress me, and no, it won't. That'd also be a dick move. I'm just gonna yoink it for free, right? So I'm actively encouraging you to please just half-ass it, you know, like 20-30 minute job tops, and then I'll take a look at the potential and work from there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment to feed the algorithm, and remember, if you subscribe and ring the bell, you won't need to remember how to spell Aoeilaeiepae next time you want to watch one of my videos.